I feel like the message that is coming through, especially for the first two cards, is talking about how resting, there's something about being able to rest and relax, to let go, because the Most High has you, or God has you, or Divine Source has you. You are not, the things that happened to you in the past, it's like, not they weren't in vain, but they haven't been forgotten by the Most High. Whoever you see as the oneness of all, they have not been forgotten. You are being held, and those who did this to you are going to be held accountable. And there is a specific person here who is part of, who needs to take accountability, and they are wanting to come back. There's something here about hiding how they feel and wanting to come back. They don't realize though that everything happens in divine timing, and what they did to you along with other people, it's like there was a gang or a group, like bullying behavior of some sort. This has not been forgotten. It really, really hasn't. We have here suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. But it being in reverse, there's something about being able to manifest in the things that you think and feel. What it is that you really, really want is going to come to you. I think also there is a need to be selective on what it is that you are vibrating at, because right now, I don't know why, I think it's like a full moon tonight. There's something in the air. The way that you think and feel is going to manifest very, very quickly. And I think you're being told not to manifest negativity through like rage and anger. It's not saying that you have to just let go of how you feel, because your feelings are valid no matter if they are volatile or they are stable. You know, they are completely, utterly valid. Sometimes they're not, is it appropriate? Is that the right word? I don't want to offend anyone here. It says breathe, let go, and clear your mind. So you definitely have I had an angel coming through, your guardian angel, your guide, someone who protects you, that is letting you know they're going to get their comeuppance. There's someone here that's going to get their comeuppance. They may be getting it right now, because we do not see what happens behind closed doors, right? We have wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, and nostalgia. Somebody here wants a second chance with you, or second try with you. I am also getting that it's almost the energy of deja vu, where you feel like you've done something before, and it's because you have. It's because there was a fork in the road and you chose left rather than right. And now you get to choose right because you've done left. Does that make sense? This second chance doesn't have to be just someone else wanting to come in and ask for that. This is also you getting a do-over of some sort. And I feel like it's larger than just what may have happened in this life. There's things from past lives that I feel have been very cyclical, is that the word, like in a cycle? And this time round, people are being held accountable where maybe they weren't before. We have masked here with hiding, concealing, and deception. Be aware of people around you that remind you of people from your past. Be aware of those who try to act more friendly than the bond that you have. So people that are over familiar. You have boundaries here with disrespectful, enough is enough, and defend yourself. And underneath it is bitter, angry, and petty. So I feel like someone from your past in this life who represents the same wound that has been coming up lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. There is a specific person here who did you very, very wrong. And I don't know if this is family, I don't know if this is romance or friendship or whatever. This person is going to put up a fight in some way. When you there's something about you voicing your pain, talking about what happened to you. And didn't I say there was an angel? Didn't I say your angel is coming forward? And we have Archangel Michael here, protection, prevented from harm, and divine intervention, because your angel is seeing how you were disrespected, and they can see how this person hasn't learnt their own karmic lesson in why you were on their path in the first place. Because people can be karmic to us, we can be karmic to them, which just means life lessons, you know. Once you've learnt it, you're no longer in that cycle. But this person definitely has some sort of energetic contract, not one that they made, but one that was created and agreed on with your soul and their soul before you came into corporeal form. I feel like something is about to happen, or something will happen with this person coming forward, or someone that really reminds you of them, which is going to end it. There's going to be no more cycles. That, you know, your next life, if you believe in reincarnation, will not have this such painful lesson that you had to learn, that you experienced, that you know, that you had to absorb. There's something about like absorbing that energy. It was part of your mission to learn that, to absorb it, grow from it, expand from it. You don't need to do that again after this. And I heard fighting talk. It's like Archangel Michael, as much as we see him just as a protector, he's a warrior. That's why he is seen as an angel wearing like armor. He will mash some stuff up to keep, I was going to say to keep the peace. But there's something very gallant about him, even though he's going straight into battle. Let me get one more, please. Spirit, can I get one more, please? Thank you so much. Nurturing's coming through. Yeah, do you know what? He has got your back. Mentorship, wisdom, and giving back. I think that there is going to be a massive change in trajectory of you going through the same cycles over and over again. I do feel like there is someone here that is going to come in as a frenemy. So they don't have to be the person from your past. That I was picking that up, but it's almost like just the old vibrations of what, almost like the boundaries that you didn't put up in the past because you were still figuring out who you were and what your boundaries were. And at that time, someone here was very predatory and would walk over your boundaries. So this person, if this person is not the one that's coming forward, then somebody that just reminds you of that is going to come in. They may want to come in for mentorship, to give you wisdom, or to help you out on a project. Just be aware that this person is a snake. Look, boundaries coming out again. My name is Bronwen. This is Bronwen's Cove Tarot 111. If you are new to my channel, welcome in. It's really good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. I am going to be ringing this bell. This is just to cleanse the space around me, around you, around all of us. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, please turn down your listening device in 3, 2, and in 1. Do you know that I had someone comment on my TikTok on one of the videos, and they were like, oh, the bell is awful, I'm leaving. The bell is doing its job then, because you're not supposed to be here. I'm clearing out dank energy. Oh my gosh, it's like you're kind of out in yourself. Anyway, I digress. But no, I don't digress. This is what I'm getting. This person, whoever comes in as you are opening this door, because I'm seeing a door and I'm seeing like light on one side and it's shining like a shadow of either yourself or someone else on the other side. As you're opening this door, somebody is going to be made aware to you. But I'm only seeing them as a shadow, so I'm not seeing their face. You're not going to see their true intent straight away, especially with this mask being here. There may be certain things that is going to be a dead giveaway. And it's a practice. It's something that you do, something that you believe in, or something that you do that is going to get this person's back up, or you're going to see the mask slip. You're going to see their true intentions or see their true colors. And it's the energy of like when you first meet someone, or when someone just walks into the room and they have micro expressions before they place their mask up. You're going to see that, and you're going to see what they really think and feel about something that you are talking about, something that you are practicing, something that you are very passionate about. And it's giving like a creative project of some sort that connects in and intertwines someone's faith, religion, or belief. Interesting. Okay, where would you like me to go, Spirit? This one? Okay, give me 1 second. I've got to grab some cards from the bottom of a pile. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to know, Spirit? Letting go. Interesting. Everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. And then we have worth in reverse. You have been worthy to belong to love all along without the need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. It feels like someone from your past or a group of people from your past may have like created codes within yourself, within your subconscious or your unconscious, that you aren't worthy of the love, respect, and equality that you deserve. And I don't know who that's for, because that's not going to be for everyone. But it does feel like there is a throwback to someone's either teenage years or something to do with like your inner teen. Not so much your inner child, your inner teen. Like think back to like when you were like 15 years old, when you were 13 years old. What was that like being 15-year-old you or 13-year-old you? Did you enjoy yourself? Was it a good time? Was it a panicky time? A sad time? Were you very awkward? I was so flipping awkward, and I had buck teeth because I sucked my thumb until I was 10 years old. So I had like these buck teeth so I never smiled. I have so many photographs from school where everyone's grinning. I would not smile because my teeth, I could close them and stick my tongue the whole way through. So I think of that time and I think of how awkward I was. There's this energy of that coming forward. That's what's going to be let go of. That's what we're letting go of. And while this is happening, it feels like something is being placed on the doorstep of the person who did this trauma or created this trauma for you. We have delusion coming out. Listen, didn't I say inner teen and we've got inner child underneath? Allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Wow. So there's delusion coming out here. Someone's going to say that you are delusional. Specifically, if you are on that path of your journey or that part of your journey where you are being more open to being vulnerable and talking about these things. Because if this is something that happened in a previous relationship and you know that the patterning of that wounding has come from your mum and dad, for example, or even if it's from your childhood and it's from your caregivers, when you are voicing this, I don't know how it's getting back to these people, but there's denial. It's like, that didn't happen. I don't remember that. I didn't beat you. I didn't call you names. I didn't tell you that you were never allowed to go out. What are you talking about? I didn't control you. There's going to be pushback. There's going to be a lot of pushback. However, the pushback that they create is going to be met with a lot of resistance, not so much from you, but from others who are listening to you, who have very similar stories to you. So if you have like a social media outlet or a social media presence, or you are just, you know, part of your community and you are connecting in that way, talking about trauma, talking about healing, it does feel like the tide is going to turn and push against those who created the trauma in the first place. They're going to state that you are delusional. Look, intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. I'm not going to put it out because I didn't actually shuffle it. But let's see. What do we need to know? Please and thank you so much. I'm hearing like snide comments, and do not focus or place any weight on any snide comments that come towards you, be that from family members, estranged or not, friends, estranged or not, online random people that you don't know. There's a need here to really focus on love, focus on yourself, focus on how far you've come, because you have come such a long way. Such a long way. If you are watching this video, if this is on your timeline, if this is coming up on your feed, I don't have to know you or to know what you've been through to know that you've been through a lot, and that you have had to drag yourself each time, kicking and screaming, into the next phase, into the next phase, pulling yourself up, healing yourself, and keep it going. Okay? So really, what's the word? Acknowledge how far you have come, and you are not the sum of words that come out of other people's mouths. We have divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself. I love that. I really, really love that. I think that there is going to be kickback, or it's already happening, because those who are shouting the loudest and being the naysayer, or being the one saying you're delusional, what are you talking about, this never happened, are those that either have the most to lose, or those who have the most guiltiest conscience. Let's see about recharge, please. Tell me about breathe, let go, and clear your mind. What do we need to know? Please and thank you. Faith and signs. So I'm telling you, Spirit's with you. Your angels are with you. You've got signs underneath as well. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. I feel like this door is opening and it's just waiting for you to walk through. It's literally just waiting for you to walk through. And I'm not seeing that shadow anymore. I'm seeing like it's a child or a teenager. I feel like you are going to be placing back within yourself shards of maybe your soul, like fragments of your soul that had been shattered, had been fragmented and left in other timelines. So this is beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Look, we've got loss coming out. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. I heard the word punishment, and I was shown like a mother figure or a father figure or both. I can't really see. Why was I shown that with wishful thinking? Why was I shown that? Please and thank you. Awakening. Okay. Part of the karma or negative karma that will be befalling other people is that they will realize what they did to you. It's almost like waking up to their own behavior. And I heard it's never too late. Waking up to their own behavior and realizing that they won't get a second chance or a do-over. They won't be able to fix things, because once you create trauma, it's there, right? And I don't mean to be like depressive or anything like that, but once you have the trauma there, it is there. It can be healed through love. It definitely can. But there's something here about them really understanding the pain that they created. And I heard that's worse than death. Oh my Lord, wake me from this life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. Okay. Tell me about hiding, concealing, and deception. What do we need to know about the masked card? Please and thank you. Now we've got here non-duality, and it's upside down. It says, let your authentic humanity shine forth, while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. You're going to out someone here for how wounded they are and how much they sit in their own shadow by just genuinely speaking your truth, being yourself, drinking your water, eating your healthiness, just living your life. Because people are going to be sticking up for you. If there's a specific person, it's not just, there is a group, but there's a specific person that keeps coming to mind, and they are an elder, they're a grandparent, they're an aunt, they're an uncle, they're a mum, they're a dad, something along those lines. Now we have worth and we have clearing. It feels that the more that you are leaning into this, even if it feels uncomfortable, the more that you're leaning into this, the easier it's going to get to let go of things from the past that may be tethering you to old timelines, even though you're no longer in that anymore. It's that energy of seeing someone that hurt you and seeing them and not feeling the pain anymore. I did that. Like, I'm estranged from certain family members because it is what it is. Life is lifing, right? And I don't know, it was a couple of months back. I was walking in my town and I came out of my I came out of the optometrists, I think they're called. I went to get some glasses and I saw the person that had caused me so much pain over decades of like emotional bullying. And usually I'd have like this weight in my chest, like anxiety, boom, straight away. And there was nothing. It was like looking at a stranger. And I just nodded at them and carried on walking. And I felt so proud of myself that I'd been doing the work, I'd been doing the healing, I'd been doing the journaling, I'd been doing the therapy, I'd done it all. That feeling is so freeing. It's so flipping freeing. And we have clearing here. It says, as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mind to God's, such freedom. Exactly. Let me get one more. Wait. Let's do that one more time. Let's see what wants to come through. What do we need to know about nurturing? Because that's the Queen of Cups coming through here. Okay. Reframe. And it also says deepening, and it's in reverse. And at the bottom, excuse me, we have invite help. Okay. This could be healing a mother wound. This could be healing a wound within the divine feminine as well. And that's looking at the sacral chakra as well as the third eye. So we're looking at our intuition, the way that we create family wounds or emotions linked to family, as well as creating. There's something about creation, like a sacral chakra block may have been removed. Someone may be going through some sort of transformation here with their third eye, becoming more intuitive and confident in their intuition. Someone may be getting a lot more downloads or a lot more vivid dreams, or just like that psychic knowing and trust. Yeah. So we've got reframe coming out here, and it says, this is happening for me, not to me. Now, that saying to me is very cheesy, and I like to change it slightly. This is happening, it is happening for you, and it is happening to you, but not in the sense that you are a victim. Whatever it is that whatever change is going on for you, you're not a victim, you are a co-creator. We co-create the experiences that we have. Otherwise, things are just happening to us and we have no control over our lives whatsoever. It is happening to you, and that sucks, but it is happening for you. All of those experiences are necessary. Excuse me, I just need to take a drink because my throat got really dry. It feels like with this card here, and we're looking at the root chakra because there's a lot of red here. So this is to do with how you ground yourself, your identity, how you feel safe, security, so on and so forth. This being in reverse, I don't know if somebody here felt uprooted, maybe as a teenager, maybe they didn't feel seen or safe, especially if we are healing like either a mother wound or the divine feminine wound. The divine feminine also talks about when it's in overdrive. This is the stories that we tell ourselves that help us to kind of make sense of situations, experiences, and the world. And when we are children, we do not understand why our environment may not feel safe. And when I say may not feel safe, it may be that there's loads of arguing that's happening in the household, slamming doors. It could be the opposite, completely silent, being completely ignored. It could be that there is abuse or violence in the house. Any of the things that make us feel unsafe this could be the thing that you're letting go of. This could be the thing that you are finally healing, especially when it comes to your mother or a caregiver. Underneath it says invite help. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I am finally ready, God. Pursue me. So this seems to be like the next stage in your ascension. Now, I want to get a couple more cards because I feel like there needs to be some focus on either family or wounds from the family. I'm trying to go over here. Let's have a look. Blue. Okay, let's do the blue. Yeah, we're coming with the Three of Swords to the Magician. So we're looking at pain. We're looking at loss and grief, but we're also looking at how we need to use logic as we're going through these things, because sometimes emotions can take over, and we have to remember that we are not our thoughts or feelings. You know, we use those things to manifest. We also look to manifest, and then you have the Magician right here. That's why we have to pay attention specifically now about what our thoughts and feelings are telling us. It's not so much about, what's the word? Scripting our emotions. If you feel like crap, or you feel sad, or you feel angry, that's how you feel. And you're allowed to feel like that. You're allowed to feel, you know, a bit chaotic, as long as you don't sit in that energy for a really long time, because that's when that energy becomes stagnant and stuck. What else do we need here? I feel like there may be some sort of contact made. There's going to be some sort of contact made. And it's going to be made either by... why do I get that it may be made by you? To shut it down is what I heard. There's going to be some sort of experience meeting or something with somebody that reminds you of the person or people that created that trauma. And from that response, I don't know if this will only be for a small amount of people, or this will be for the minority of people watching. You may wish to reach out to that actual person to gain closure, or to give yourself some sort of empowerment here. That's going to be for a small amount. For others, the meeting or interaction with a person that holds that old timeline energy is going to be the key in the person or people from your past trying to reach out, trying to amend things. You've got the moon coming out. You've got the Three of Wands. The moon resides over the fourth house. The fourth house is also talking about family and emotions. Big emotions. And we were talking about a full moon. And then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. So this is like not expecting to feel a certain way. Yeah. Tell me about the love, please. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords coming out. We have the Guardian of Swords here. And we have the Five of Wands. Please be careful also that if you do end up having an interaction with someone from your past that caused you a lot of pain, that you don't allow them to kind of emotionally manipulate themselves back in either to your lives, or in that experience make themselves the victim. Because I feel like that could happen. We have confusion coming out here. We have Guardian of Swords, so we're looking at the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is a lack of communication. And then we have the Five of Wands in reverse. So the Five of Wands in reverse is a lack of confrontation. Like this person stating, well, I didn't try, I didn't show up, I didn't do this, I didn't do that because I didn't want to stress you out. It's like, okay, tell me about love, please. Please and thank you. Ooh. We got Lovers coming out. We have the Tower as well, but this actually spun around. So for some people, it may actually be someone that you dated, that you were married to, I don't know, that you lived together with for a very long time. You could have children could be involved. They don't have to be. We do have the Two of Cups coming out here as well. We have the Fool, a non-starter, some sort of relationship that could have been a non-starter, especially with this Second Chance coming out. If this is a romantic relationship, then this could be that this person wishes to have some sort of second chance with you. And that's going to be for a small amount of people as well. We have the Tower in reverse. The Tower being in reverse is the energy of change not coming in because we don't allow it to, or something placing a hurdle or obstacle in the way of change. Now, this is the one that came out first, so I'm going to place this one down over here by love. Then we had the Tower. And I'm not going to put these two down because they were just on the back. What are you holding on to, you guys? It's a painful memory. Please know that I'm not a therapist. I cannot diagnose anyone. I can only point to give confirmation on things that you already intuitively know. If anything within this reading is causing you upset, is causing you offense, is causing you paranoia, this is not your reading. You do not have to claim this energy. Only take what resonates, leave the rest for other people, okay? Tell me about awakening with a second chance. Awakening with a second chance. What's going on there? We have the Five of Pentacles coming out in reverse. We also have the Explorer the Explorer of Swords. So we have here the Five of Pentacles. This is more or less, why did I want to say flipping that frown upside down? The Five of Pentacles is seeing the glass as half full, whereas before we saw it as half empty. It's having a change of heart, a change in how we view things, especially when it comes to abundance. We have the Explorer. I said the Guardian before was the Knight, and I'm sorry, it's not. The Explorer of Swords is the Knight. Okay. You definitely have somebody here who is going to want to come in and talk to you. But I feel like this person sees things they see it very much in black and white with no grey in between whatsoever. They are going to want to tell you that they've changed their ways. They're going to try and be very persuasive. Very persuasive. And that's where this mentoring comes in here. But you have the Seven of Wands coming out here. There's something to do with jealousy and competition being the real reason why they're coming forward. It may be that you're doing very well, or that you've healed. You know, you've worked very, 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 very hard to get where you are. And slight sabotage. There's slight sabotage coming in from this person. We have the Eight of Wands coming out here. So this could be coming towards you quite soon. This could be unexpected. And I think this is the reason why you're being told the red flag or the warning sign is when you see someone that reminds you of this person. You see someone, you speak to someone, you bump into someone, you're like, oh my gosh, they're really like my ex. Oh my gosh, that really reminds me of my brother. Oh my gosh, that really reminds me of my old school friend. They were horrible. So we have Three of Swords coming out with Temperance in reverse, okay? This is pain. This is someone going through a lot of pain. You have the Five of Swords as well. Five of Swords to the Three of Swords. Arguments. Someone saying some really nasty things. But I feel like that's a memory. Somebody saying something to you online or to your face that's quite rude or cutting may remind you then of that person from your past. That's your confirmation. Okay. Anything else? Okay, Six of Wands in reverse. So it feels like this person from your past or people from your past, the karma they're having also at the moment is that it feels like this person or people do not have love in their life. And they could be quite vocal about this, especially online. Because I know sometimes we do readings where the karma is very like tangible. This person's car's got towed away, or there's these arguments or stuff like that. This feels more, it feels more like it's an internal battle, as they're going through some sort of dark night of the soul. They're being forced to kind of wake up and realize what they've done. Because otherwise they'd stay asleep, and they would willingly stay asleep. It feels more like the karma that's going on here is them being shown the consequences of their actions and how they've been left with people around them that they either can't trust, people that are codependent on them, people that are deceitful, that may be hiding, concealing, or just deceiving them. You have got an Emperor coming through here. Okay. Why am I getting that as like business? Aries. Okay. We also have the Guardian of Swords coming out again. We had that before, didn't we? I always get confused between the Guardian of Swords and the Explorer of Swords. Is the Explorer a page then? I've had this deck for so long. Seriously, I should know this by now. I should know this by now. Okay. You have the High Priestess coming out in reverse. Okay. Whoever it is that does come towards you, they do not have the best intentions at all. They really, really don't. They may be coming forward with a fake apology of some sort. You have the Star in reverse. This person doesn't like that you are either going to be very well known for something here. There's something about your gentleness, the energy that you exude, the way that you speak upon pain, trauma, experience, and how you speak upon like other people. There's no hate or malice. It's just, I'm going to state some facts. This is what happened. This is who was involved. They feel like they are being either left behind, ignored, or isolated. And they have some things to say about it. Seriously, you've got the Six of Swords coming out here. Just moving away. Yeah, the advice that's coming out here is just to continue to move away from any drama that may try and knock at your door. Especially when it comes to this person coming in and wanting to collaborate, wanting to talk, wanting to smooth things over. They're only doing that because you are gaining some sort of traction here in your spiritual healing, spiritual awareness, and in your career. Okay, the Three of Pentacles being in reverse is like very solid advice of you do not need to work with these people. You don't need to work with these people. You don't have to be seen as being wonderful and forgiving to these people. You don't. And I'm not saying that your relationship with forgiveness is really personal and unique unto yourself, but you do not have to do certain things just to be seen as being the good one. Does that make sense? Seven of Cups is coming out here with illusions. Yeah, a lot of illusions. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you the confirmation and clarity that you needed. I'm going to quickly actually grab some cards from here. See if anything else wants to come out. Beware of Great Pride is in reverse. Hidden Secrets Can Harm You is in reverse. So I feel like you are on the right track. You really, really are. Anything else that we need to know? Thank you. We have here Get Back to Basics. Next August. And you also have Spiritual Guidance, Protection from Harm. There you go. This person may feel unprotected in some way. They definitely want to get into your good books, but I think you're going to be able to read through the facade really easily. I'm going to leave it there because I've been talking for way too long. I love you guys. I hope this has given you the confirmation and clarity that you needed, that you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you'd like to see more of my content and when I post, I would love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe, and on the notification bell so you can see more of my content and when I actually upload it. And if you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay awesome. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.